Yo, Marcus, man, what's going on, boss?
Iron Bowl week, man.
Iron Bowl week,
Oh,
bruh. And bruh,
man.
this probably gonna be probably one of the most explosive episodes this week for Iron Bowl week, bruh.
You brought the ops out.
Eh, We got them. We got the ops out. We got
You brought the ops out.
we got two of them in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we know we a little late. We about 5 minutes late, so y'all come on here, come in, man. Y'all know Water Cooler Talk Podcast, man. It's Iron Bowl week. Hey. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's go ahead. Roll the intro, man. Water Cooler Talk Podcast next.
You are now tuned in to Water Cooler Talks, covering everything you love about college football, especially everything going down in the SEC conference. So, if you love college football, you need to lock in. And now, your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick.
Boy, man. It's the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, the coolest podcast in your ear. My name is Nick Frazier, and the other person you hear him or you see him, tell him who you are, boss, man.
Marcus Fitzpatrick, let's go. Let's get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, man, when you see us, you know it's Wednesday. We live in these YouTube streets, and it's Iron Bowl week, man. It's Iron Bowl week. So you know, probably the greatest rivalry in sports. Would you agree, Marcus?
I know it is in college football.
At least in college football. At least in college
I know
football.
it is in college football.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear no Ohio State, Michigan, Lord. I don't want to hear nothing else about that right there. It's Iron Bowl, baby.
They call what do they call it? They call that the game. They call that one the game. Is that what they call it?
They ain't got no nice name for it. I don't even know what they call it.
I hear you, boy. I hear you, man. So it's Iron Bowl week. So Monday we did a show with the Up Tempo podcast. Shout out to Dustin. Shout out to Blake, man. Great Auburn guys. Great Auburn guys. That was a great show. Yesterday we did a show with Kendall, man. Kendall, another Auburn fan. Great show, great conversation, man. That was a dope show. Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, we got two of the biggest Alabama fans that's ready to come in and they ready to talk that ish. So, first up, y'all know this, man. This is our player partner. It's our brother from the Sharpshooters podcast.
No other
Sharp
than
is with us. Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome.
Appreciate it. What's going
and
on?
it's going, man. It's going. And we teased it yesterday, man. I'm gonna get this man a prize. Let me get this man an introduction out. First off, it's my pro fight. It's my pro fight for what? First off. So, and this is the biggest Alabama fan that I know. Bro, he does not like Auburn, man. He hate Auburn. He hate Auburn, bro. Tell you how many times we'd have been to Auburn. We'd have been to Auburn games. Man, still don't like Auburn, bro. He can't even have it. He don't like it, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, my pro fight, my frat brother, from the Vibin With the Tide Podcast over on Shot TV on YouTube. One half of the podcast. His government name is Irwin, but everybody know him as JMark. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey!
he's in the building.
Welcome. Not doing that. Not doing that.
On the podcast, I just want to say I can't stand Auburn. I hate Auburn to the soul. To my being, I hate Auburn to the most. If they lose goddamn water polo, I'm happy. So let's go. Let's get it.
I told y'all yesterday this was gonna be an explosive show. This would probably be the best show all week. One of the best shows all week. Man,
y'all better be glad I can't curse on this show because I goddamn curse.
But you already did.
You
already did, though. That's what I'm saying, man. All right, man. First off, man, before we get started, man, as always, man, shout out to y'all, man. Follow us on Twitter, X at CoolersPod23, man. Subscribe, like, and share the video using the hashtag WCTPod. Hey, man, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at The Water Cooler Talk. Follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast on Facebook as well, man. Let's go ahead. Let's get into the conversation, man, because this is gonna be an explosive show. So y'all know what comes up next, man. If y'all ready, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's move to the first half. Let's go.
This is the first half.
All right, man. We're in the first half right now, man, and we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, man. Appreciate B Sharp and JMark for coming in and evening out the playing field. We want to be fair. We ain't want to be 2-on-1. So we got 2 to 2. It's 2 to 2. We got 2 different perspectives coming. But let's go ahead and get into the topic, man.
Let's get it, B Sharp.
Let's go ahead and let's get into the topic,
it's easy
man.
Work, man. Easy work.
Wow, the confidence that these guys have after getting blowed out by Oklahoma. But okay, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get into this, man. Let's go ahead and get into this, man. So the Iron Bowl is this week. We already said one of the greatest rivalries to ever touch the face of this earth, man. And if you saw the thumbnail for the show. Thumbnail said, "What do we got to play for?" I think it's a lot to be played for in this game, to be completely honest with you. But I think it's from 2 different perspectives. I think there's 2 different perspectives on what there is to be played for in this game. What can come out of this game for each team? So that's the question for the first half, man. What do we got to play for? You know what? Since y'all came over here, y'all graced y'all presence over here on the Water Cooler Talk, we're going to give the Alabama fans first shot and let them tell us, what does the University of Alabama Crimson Tide have to play for in this game this Saturday? Let's start with B Sharp. B Sharp,
right now.
Oh man, y'all just keep me on my toes. Okay.
You ain't focused, man.
Oh man, it's still a lot to play for, man. We still in contention for the college football playoffs, which I think we don't deserve to be in.
Oh,
right.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree.
Wow. I was not expecting that, but okay.
He being 100 though. I gotta respect.
I'm a realist, man. Like y'all some scrubs. But sometimes you gotta be real with yourself, man. Like we still Bama, y'all still some scrubs, but
wow,
it's a lot to play for.
Watch your tone.
You got a lot to play for. Here you go. You got a lot to play for, man. Just playing for a college football playoff spot at 13. We got to take care of this game. Can't look forward. Just only thing we can do is control what we can control. And also state champ. That's really all that matters, man. This one bit of rivalries in sports, period, I think is the biggest one. I think everybody should at least experience the Iron Bowl League one time. Now, I'm not talking about watching it on TV. I ain't talking about tailgating out. I'm talking about actually being inside the game. And one of my very first ones was freshman in college at Tuskegee. And me and my daddy, when we went to the Iron Bowl, and the same year we won the national championship, the first one under Nick Saban. And we won at the last drive. So that was pretty explosive. And we was around all these Auburn bums. And just to see them sad. You guys are not bums, but the guys that we were around were some bums.
They some goddamn bums. Fuck it. They some bums.
But yeah, man, it's a lot to play for, man. It's a lot to play for. Bragging rights. We on a current 4-game winning streak, and we trying to spread our hand 5 games. I'm trying to spread it out, man. I'm trying to get 5 games in a row.
Oh, you talking about against Auburn? Okay, I was about to say. I'm like, wait.
Can I say what we playing for?
Go ahead, JMark. Go ahead.
We playing for a possible playoff spot, but at the same time, we playing against beating Auburn. I don't care if we don't make the playoffs. As long as we beat Auburn, I'm having a good weekend. If we beat Auburn, I'm getting toe up.
What? What? So basically, y'all season has been reduced now to just being Auburn. That's what you're trying to tell us.
Basically,
Well,
Wow.
I don't even say that.
Wow.
Playoff spot.
I
How
don't
about
care.
this?
I don't care
It's
when
a
you don't make the playoffs.
We already know that we are y'all guys Super Bowl, so
Exactly.
Wow.
We can't lose
pretty
to
much
Auburn.
used to it. We pretty much
Cam
used to
Coleman is my cousin / fake cousin because he's not really my cousin, but we got the same last name. But Cam Coleman is my cousin, and we're gonna make sure he don't win against Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams is the best freshman wide receiver in the nation. He better than Cam Coleman. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that I think that goes without being said. I mean, I think
I don't know.
anybody-
Some people, Nick might think different now. I don't know. Nick may think Cam Coleman better than Ryan Williams. He just
That's-
ain't had the quarterback. Even though our quarterback ain't been that great
man.
either, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, man. You show up in big games against big time competition. That's how you make your name.
That's true.
Somebody been quiet in the smallest games, but
That's
shout
true.
out to my boy Phil. That used to be Cam Coleman, wide receiver coach. We both out. Yeah, so
Boy, bro.
yeah, Cam is that guy, but Ryan has always been better. It's without a doubt.
So Nick, who better, Ryan Williams or Cam Coleman?
I'll answer that question later. I'm gonna let.
I'm trying to put you on the spot. I was trying to put you on the spot.
Question
I was
later.
trying to put you on the spot, but you good. Okay,
I'll
you
answer
good.
that question
You
later.
good. You good,
Marcus.
boy. You good.
Marcus, let's bring some sense to this conversation. What does Auburn got to play for, man?
We play
Not a
for
Bills fan bringing sense.
Wow. Marcus, go ahead.
Hey, look at our record and look at yours. I understand the Rook had a good season in the beginning, but hey, he done steamed out a little bit, Bishop. But that's besides.
Now we won 4 straight Super Bowls and lost them all.
Hey, bro, we ain't here to talk NFL, bro.
This man still talking about the Bills. This man talking about the Bills.
You started, man. You started.
Besides the point, we got to play for recruiting here at Auburn. We trying to start something new up under Hugh Freeze, and we trying to hope for a turnaround next season. So you got to start here. Got to start now. And we trying to take Alabama back. We trying to be the big dogs in the state again, you know. So it starts now. You got to start right here. So we got a lot to play for, man. Because like you said earlier, Nick, I think in previous episodes, I think if he loses this recruiting, I think a lot of recruits are going to step back and look and be like, what? Should we still commit to Auburn? So you know, you got to start now.
Yeah, man. So this is what Auburn's playing for, man. Two things. For one, obvious, Auburn is playing to secure a bowl game. All right. Auburn wins this game. Auburn gets 6 games. They're eligible for a bowl game. That's the most obvious thing. What I've stated earlier, what Marcus just referenced to is, I think this is Hugh Freeze's, and I've said this both shows this week. I think this is Hugh Freeze's most important game as the head coach, as his tenure at Auburn, because if he is able to go into Tuscaloosa and beat Alabama in Tuscaloosa, and beat them convincingly, and when I say convincingly, I mean 7 to 10 points. If he can beat Alabama by 7 to 10 points in Tuscaloosa, if he's able to do that, I think that changes recruiting in this state for the next decade in favor of Auburn. That's how I feel about that. Reason being, Alabama's going through a crisis right now. Y'all don't want to admit it, but Alabama's going through a crisis. Why is Alabama going through a crisis? Y'all really don't believe in y'all head coach. Y'all really don't. Y'all don't think he's the man for the job. That's what y'all feel. Y'all don't want to say the quiet part out loud. But if you go and look at some of these other people that's on the internet, they think that. They think that DeBoer is not the guy for the job. You know what's the best way to say this? Y'all are going through y'all Harsin era right now. That's what y'all going through. Alabama's going through their Harsin era right now. Is DeBoer even going to be there in the next 3 years? That's a good question. That is a great question to ask. Do you think DeBoer will be there in the next 3 years?
B-Shaw, what you think about that? B-Shaw, what you think about that, B-Shaw? Will your boy still be there in the next 3 years?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, with Hugh Freeze,
Well, he don't even sound confident. He don't even sound confident in saying
I was
yeah.
about to say what Nick said was probably the most asinine thing I heard.
It is not asinine. How is that asinine?
That was the most Auburn thing I heard. That's why Auburn fans are the way they are right now.
How? Explain to me.
Whoa.
Explain to me
Whoa.
how. Explain to me how if Hugh Freeze, and I'm gonna give you a reference point. Nick Saban's first year at Alabama, he went 7-6, correct? All right. That next recruiting class, and you wouldn't say his first Alabama team was a dominant team. We're not gonna sit here and say that was a dominant Alabama team. His second year there, he signed Julio. Julio came in as a freshman. That year, they ran through the SEC. Now, Alabama lost to Florida in the SEC championship game. But that season was the season that started everything for the University of Alabama in the next 16, 17 years of what was to come, and national championships and all types of stuff like that with Nick Saban. That started at that year. Now, if Hugh Freeze was to come in and win the Iron Bowl in Tuscaloosa, which Auburn has not done since 2010, if he was to go in and win that game in Tuscaloosa, right, with the uncertainty of you all's head coach in Kalen DeBoer, if he would even be there in 3 years, because the fan base seems to not have that much faith in him. If he goes in and wins that game, what is it for him to say to go in and do negative recruiting against Alabama? Now, granted, y'all have a top 5 recruiting class, top 5, top 7 recruiting class in 2025.
Top 2. Who's counting?
Okay, whatever. But those recruits were recruited by Saban. Let's go look at 2027. Yes, they were. So yes, they were. Them recruits were recruited by y'all. Talk about Keelan Russell all the time. That's the only recruit that I could think of that DeBoer has went out and actually talked to. All the other people in that 2026, in that 2025 class, y'all don't even have no defensive linemen. 2 of them decommitted and came to Auburn. So my thing is this. My thing is this, man. My thing is this. Hugh Freeze, if Hugh Freeze goes in Tuscaloosa this weekend and beats Alabama by 7 to 10 points, if he goes there and does that, it changes the state in recruiting for the next decade.
No.
And I lay it right there. Y'all say what y'all got to say. What's y'all thoughts on that?
Nobody would have come to Auburn to play football. Nobody think Auburn and think I'm going to be the best recruit to go to the NFL. People think NFL, they think Alabama. That's how it is. I don't care. Nick Saban had let a foundation go to where
Nick Saban ain't there no more. Y'all chasing the ghost of Nick Saban. He ain't there no more. It don't matter. If we get a quarterback who can throw the ball, who can toss it around to the receivers, we gonna have a good team. We got a good team. I'm gonna say we got a good team now, but we need to have that culture, the foundation. Once he laid the foundation down to a good culture in Alabama football, the new culture is gonna be unstoppable. Keelan Russell is gonna be the best quarterback in the country when he get his start. He's gonna be Auburn don't even have a quarterback coming up in the pipe. Who y'all quarterback? Walker White, Deuce Knight.
Who the fuck is Walker White? Nobody knows who
Deuce Knight, Walker White. What you talking about, man? We got 2. We got 5. We got a composite 5-star that's competing in this class, and he just he 4-star Walker White committed last year. Come on, man. Let's not do that. Man. And then this year it's already reported. It's already reported this year that after this season is over with, Auburn already knows who they're targeting in the portal to come be the quarterback next year. So one of them guys can grow up and take the mantle after next year. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Once he grow up, he's gonna transfer once he grow up.
Ain't it crazy how Alabama fans flip on a quarterback when he was just there? He took them to the playoffs last year.
You saying Alabama fans like y'all just know these people.
Look, I have always said.
You said y'all need a quarterback. This man took y'all to the playoffs last year. And now all of a sudden y'all need a quarterback.
Jalen Milroe is who he is. We're gonna live and die by Jalen Milroe, and I feel like he can beat any quarterback in the SEC. He beat goddamn Georgia. He just beat Georgia in the beginning of the season. So he can be the best quarterback. It just we need to make in-game adjustments when it comes to the football game. It's all it takes.
All right.
Three interceptions he threw last week, though. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
That's cool, man. That's just 1 week. That's one team. Now y'all are different. It's a new week. Like I said, man, recruiting is still gonna be recruiting, man. You guys believe just recruiting, winning the state. Like, bro, we really haven't been recruiting in the state like the past 5 years like that for real. Recruiting
hold up.
Recruiting is nationwide, bro. Like I'm talking about, like we talking about like the top 10 players in the class. You can look it up.
Okay.
You can literally look it up.
Oh,
the top 10 players.
So I'm gonna ask. Okay. So Alabama has not been recruiting the state for real. All right.
Okay. Who's been the star?
Kyle, I'm gonna come back to your question because it was a comment that came up down here at the bottom that I want to bring up. Here it is. B Will's forehead. He said, anyone remember DeMarcus Riddick picking Auburn over Bama?
Cool. He would have never started at Bama anyway. He'd be on the bench.
Wow.
So what are you saying?
He's
not starting over. Can't stop nothing. He would have been on the bench.
He would have been on the bench, but y'all wanted him though. Nick Saban personally drove this man up to the stadium in his personal Mercedes. Drove him to the game.
Congratulations. He's not the first, and he sure won't be the last. Y'all acting like that was something.
That it was funny, but because he committed to Auburn and he didn't choose Alabama, now it's bad. Is y'all didn't recruit the state?
That's cool.
It don't matter.
Yes, we recruit the state.
Dude named B. Will's forehead come back and said, dude named Perry Thompson picked Auburn over Alabama too.
And what is Perry doing?
It don't matter.
Well, that's because he has a young man by the name of Keandre Lambert-Smith in front of him that is balling out right now. So
and he can't be the third. He can't be the fourth. He can't be.
Well, they play the same position. They play the same slot in the offense. So you're not gonna put him ahead of Keandre Lambert-Smith after he balling like that.
Well, I guess
that's just asinine.
Hey man, we'll see how good he is, man. I've never been high on Perry Thompson, so it didn't really matter to me.
Wow.
If he came like that.
People showing they too close today.
That's what I'm saying, man.
This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new.
Wow. No, I know it ain't nothing new, but I just, I gotta put the extra stuff on it.
Marcus really is not starting over none of the guys that we have. He's not starting over LT Overton. He's not starting over Quay Russo. He's not starting over Keon Keeley, which Keon Keeley is a 5-star that's still sitting on the bench. And you believe DeMarcus really gonna. One thing I always say, bro, we don't recruit, we reload. Recruiting is nationwide.
Bruh.
Recruiting ain't just in the state of Alabama. It's players all over. It's players
all I'm
Florida,
saying is this. Shout out to Wade, man. What up, Wade? What's going on, Wade? War Eagle, man. War Eagle. Billy. Shout out to Billy McGee. Billy McGee, man. Shout out. Hold up. Billy McGee, man. Shout out to Billy McGee, man. He said, you crazy, bro. That's what he said.
Crazy hell, bro.
That's what he said, bro. Oh, go ahead, JMark.
I'm gonna ask you this, Nick. Who would you rather have?
Go ahead.
Ryan Williams or Cam Coleman? Who would you rather have?
Did we just say we're going to answer this question later? Oh, man. This man really trying to give me the answer to Cam Coleman.
You gotta
give me the answer to this, man.
Your boy Billy said,
you already know who you already got the answer is. You rather have Ryan Williams.
No, I mean, bro, listen. Okay, so let's just be honest with you. They were ranked 1 and 2, and they were ranked 1 and 2 nationally behind each other in the nation at wide receiver. So you can't go wrong with either one. But if I had to pick, I'm taking Cam Coleman because I'm staying with the Auburn Tigers.
No, Ryan Williams reclassified. Ryan Williams reclassified. He should be in high school right now. So you know who is the better player. Who better at the wide receiver position?
Billy came in and said Duke Knight had a better state at the Elite 11 than Russell, he believes.
Elite 11, that don't mean nothing. We talking about football games.
Well,
But the Elite 11 is how a lot of these guys get ranked. That's how they go to these camps, and that's how they get ranked out.
And who won it? And who won?
Anybody who played football,
who won? Keelan Russell
don't mean nothing.
Keelan Russell was the Elite 11 MVP.
You sure about that? I ain't got time to look it up.
Keelan Russell is one of the.
Hey, Kyle, check that for me, Kyle.
Y'all just
scared.
Keelan Russell gonna beat y'all ass for the next 3-4 years.
All right. Shout out to Cam, man. Cam said, man, we get this one Saturday. We take over the state. Thank you, Cam. Thank you so much, Cam.
Y'all could have took over the state in 2019, but you didn't. You won in 2019. Why you didn't take over the state then?
Technically,
y'all won in 2019.
Okay, that was what was that? Was that Bo's first year? Marcus. Was that Bo Nick's freshman year, 2019?
It was Mac Jones. It was Mac Jones threw 2 pick sixes. That's why y'all won, because Mac Jones' ass was not a good quarterback at that time.
Okay, all right. I got a question. This was a question that we put up before that popped up. So Kyle, Big Nasty, my bad. He said, if Alabama couldn't stop the run last week, what are the chances they can contain one of the best running backs in the SEC? I want to hear the Alabama. I want to hear the 2 Alabama faithful answer this question.
Can I go first?
Let's go JMark first. I want to hear
JMark. This is what JMark got to say.
I will say, I said this, so me and my best friend podcast, the Alabama Vibes podcast. I said, if we can't stop the run, Auburn will beat our ass because they got one of the best running backs in the country. However, if we stop him, Auburn will not be able to beat us because Payne Thorne is trash. But I will say, Bama will have to put all our people in the box. We need to have an extra safety. We need to have an extra defensive lineman. We need to make sure they cannot run the ball because Auburn does have a great running back. I'm not that biased where I'm going to lie. But however, how do y'all feel if we do stop y'all running back? How would y'all feel going through the rest of the game if y'all running back can't run the ball?
Historically, y'all can't stop Auburn running the ball because even in the year when Harsin was fired and Cardell Williams came on to be the interim head coach, and we could not throw the ball for nothing in the world, we still went into Tuscaloosa and put up 300 yards rushing on that defense. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that defense went and played for a national championship that year against Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just saying, but we put up 300 yards rushing against you. The question you asked was about rushing. Can we run the ball? Yes, we can run the ball on y'all. That's not a problem. Historically, Auburn can run the ball on y'all.
For one, that was a lot of that running came from the quarterback. It ain't like it came from the
still rushing yards.
Payne Thorne came.
Everyone you want to consider. Let's just go ahead and get one thing straight. If anybody can run the ball, it's a big chance they're going to win the game. So it ain't like, we don't need to put many guys in the box. We just need to put an extra guy on the line. We can't play this 3-3-5 defense. It's just that simple. You literally have to put an extra man down, literally have an extra lineman down there and have 4 guys in the box. JaMarkus is a good rusher, not a great one. Good, not great. It's different. It's levels to this greatness. He's good. He's a very good running back. Not great. And like I said, man, I just wanted to chime in since your guy ain't want to post it in the chat. I did the research for you.
Yeah, he ain't posting in the chat. He ain't posting in the chat. I ain't see it, but okay, that's fine. Congratulations, y'all putting the Keelan Russell guy on the top on his pedestal. We'll see, man. In the words of JaMarkus Riddick,
middle finger up in the camera.
In the words of JaMarkus Riddick, I mean, yeah, he ain't all that to me.
Can I put my middle finger up in the camera?
Okay, if you think if
we don't plan on losing
the edges, you think JaMark? Why I keep saying JaMarkus?
Because he's still JMark right there.
No, I keep thinking of JaMarkus Riddick. You think JaMarkus gonna keep up with Jalen?
I think so.
Yeah, I believe he can.
I think so.
Yes.
So you believe when he said he's not faster than me? You believe that?
Bro, and the thing about it is when you taking angles, it's a different ball game.
No. That ain't what I asked. Do you believe that man is faster than Jalen Milroe? Yes or no?
Who, DeMarcus Riddick?
Yes.
And just straight line speed? I don't know. That's an honest question. I can't give you an answer.
Don't worry, you'll find out when you see one of them long touchdown runs. Don't worry, you'll find out.
Can I honestly ask who is DeMarcus Riddick? Who is DeMarcus Riddick?
You want to act like Miro now, not know who DeMarcus Riddick is. Okay.
No, I don't know who DeMarcus Riddick. Who is DeMarcus Riddick? I don't know him. Who is he?
Marcus Riddick was a 5-star linebacker. 5-star linebacker. He was a 5-star linebacker. Coming out of high school.
One of the best.
That Alabama wanted really, really bad. Nick Saban had him in the Mercedes, drove him up to the stadium, trying to recruit this man, and this man picked Auburn over Alabama.
Yeah.
That don't matter. None of that matter. You act like that. All that matters.
Like that matters.
Nick Saban had a lot of people and all types of shit, and Nick Saban still won national championships. It don't matter, Nick.
Man, y'all, you know what? Y'all are Y'all are still stuck on this Nick Saban. Nick Saban ain't there. Nick Saban is not coming out the tunnel.
I never once mentioned
Nick Saban is not coming out the tunnel.
Nick Saban drove him up in his Mercedes. I never said that.
He was there doing his recruitment.
Neither one of us is saying Nick Saban. You are saying Nick Saban.
JMark, you sit up and say,
no, you just said Nick Saban.
Oh,
you said Nick Saban. You said Nick
Saban.
Saban.
Be for real now.
He gone, dog.
Chad, be for real now.
Billy said Saban is gone, dog. He gone.
We know.
I ain't about Nick Saban.
You tell him to stop mentioning him. We never bring him up.
No,
listen.
Y'all are living on this mentality that Alabama and Alabama fans have. Y'all have this mentality that is like, oh snap, we gonna come in here, we just gonna do our thing.
For them to get up out of that. It's gonna
just because of what Nick Saban built. Nick Saban ain't there no more. The dynasty left when Nick Saban decided to not come back and coach this year.
That's cool.
Nick, what made you an Auburn fan? I'm gonna ask you, what made you an Auburn fan?
We talked about this over on the Auburn Edit. What made me an Auburn fan was Carnell Williams in 2002.
Nigga,
that's what made me an Auburn fan.
I've been a Bama fan since goddamn 1999, 2000 when they won the SEC championship with Andrew Zhao, black quarterback. Your ass just became a goddamn Auburn fan.
No, I have not just became an Auburn fan. I've been an Auburn fan for over 20-some years. So that's what that means. Nah,
nigga, you ain't on it but 30
years. 20-some years.
20 years old.
Even that old. I ain't even that old. That's how old. That's what it is, man.
It's like he's that damn 50. I got girl
20-some years.
Oh man, this fun, man. Blue's forehead came out and said, "Man, someone get these."
The other, what's your name? What's the other boy name?
Marcus.
What you talking about?
No, the other co-host. What's his name?
Marcus.
When you became an Auburn fan.
I've been an Auburn fan since I was born, man. I took it back to my brother.
That's true.
You were born.
Yeah, he been an Auburn fan since he was born. Hey, so
I'm gonna let you get that comment. I'm gonna say something.
Hey, you told me the next comment.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you say that. Then I'm gonna say something at Marcus since he said that.
Here we go, bro.
Here we go, Matt. Matt said you just admitted you was a Bama bandwagon. That's what he just said. He just admitted he was a Bama bandwagon.
Bandwagon? Oh,
that's what he said. Hey, that's all I'm saying. Big Nancy Porter, he said Ryan Williams hasn't had a 100-yard game since UGA and only had 2 touchdowns in the past 6 weeks. Are we concerned about Alabama's ability to get the ball to their best playmaker?
Oh, be sharp.
I'm very concerned. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, hold up. Be sharp.
Very concerned.
I mean, with Jay Crawford over there, Jay Crawford is a freshman. And he's been balling all year. I'm telling you. That's the matchup. I'm telling you, man.
Be sharp. What's up? What you got to say?
Receiver that y'all went against that's better than Ryan Williams.
You said what?
Name a wide receiver that we have win against that's better than Ryan Williams.
Yes, sir.
Are you just saying it talent wise, or are we going stats wise?
Talent.
Come on now. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about.
Let's look.
Nobody.
Let's look. All right. Off the top of my head, I can't give you one.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Even if you think about it, even you research
I would give you that. I would give you that. He is probably talent-wise, he is probably the best wide receiver that Auburn's going to see this year. I'm just going to be honest with you. Well, take that back. Did what's the name play in the Missouri game? What's the dude from Missouri?
I give you Luther.
Luther Burden. Did Luther Burden play in the Missouri game, or was he hurt? He didn't play much.
I don't remember him.
Well, he played.
I don't remember him playing in the game, though.
No, he played because when Brady Cook came back, he lit y'all up for that.
Yeah. You correct. Chill out, B-Shaw.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He did.
Chill out, B-Shaw.
I remember that loss.
Hold on.
You got your phone, bro. This ain't your platform to be doing this. It's your platform to be doing this, bro.
Go ahead,
Y'all win that game. Y'all win that game, Nick. Y'all win that game.
What, Missouri?
Yeah.
Nah, we didn't win. No, we didn't win that game.
Exactly. You ain't win that game. Exactly.
Nah, we didn't win that game. Did y'all win last week? Nah, y'all didn't win that game. Y'all didn't win that game either. So that's like, you bringing up our losses. I'm gonna bring up y'all losses. I'm gonna bring them up.
Y'all lost the cow.
And what up on me?
That's the same way I feel. That's the same way I feel. And it's a new.
Wade, shout out to Wade, man. Wade, let us know where you at in the country, boss, man. Wade said he been a fan since Damian Craig was quarterback. Man, that's a long time, man. That was what, 80?
Can I ask something? Nick, who do you believe in? Do you believe in Payne Thorne more than Jalen Miro? Do you believe in Payne Thorne more than Jalen Miro?
That's a question for you.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't try to reverse the question. Answer the question.
Hey, my guy look
record.
I say this. I answer that question. I answer that question like this. All right. With the offense being condensed down to what is best for Payton Thorne, as long as Payton Thorne doesn't make mistakes, I would take Payton Thorne.
True.
And that's from a dude. And that's from a dude that has given Payton Thorne a lot of crap.
We get too far, Nick. Be real.
Yeah, here it is. I'm about to put it up.
He said Austin Armstrong. Hey, B-Shot, stand on that right now. Let my boy.
Austin Armstrong for Arkansas is better than Ryan Williams. Look at the stats. That's what he said.
Can I respond to that?
Go ahead and respond to it, JMark.
If any quarterback have a better game than anybody, then that's what it is. Like that's an easy ass answer. Quarterback have a better game than this quarterback. Gonna have a better game. Like that's
what I said. I said if you look at the way the offense was ran last year with a lot of more option and a lot of more
we ain't talking about last year, talking about this year.
I'm trying to make a point. If you look at how the offense was ran last year with Payton Thorne having a lot more control over the offense, he had a lot of control over the offense this year at the beginning of the season, but it ended in disaster. But with the offense, with them trying to condense the playbook a lot and to give Payton Thorne easier throws, I mean he's looked good. It's just been certain game situational things that has cost Auburn to lose a lot of games this year. Oklahoma, Arkansas,
think about Jalen Miro? Jalen Miro just have the game called for him, and he gonna have a good game.
Well, y'all don't. I mean, Nick Sheridan ain't calling. I mean, what do y'all do? What is y'all identity? Run Jalen Miro right, run Jalen Miro left, and then throw it deep to Ryan Williams. Y'all don't even give the ball to your running back. Like, what are y'all doing?
Y'all can't stop that.
Sheridan don't know how to call offense. Huh?
Y'all can't stop that. We're gonna win the game. Like that's a fucking game plan. Run the ball or throw it deep. That's the game. That's a game plan. You can stop it throwing deep.
This guy really said Austin Armstrong is better than Ryan Williams. Look at the
stats. He said go look at the stats.
If we going by stats, hold on. If we literally going by stats, so stats tell the story. Is somebody better than somebody? Yes or no?
Yes, because if you answer this question, if you knew nothing about them, and somebody put the stats in front of you of person A and the stats in front of you of person B, and you looked at the stats, and you'd be like, oh, snap, person A stats are better than person B stats. Oh, person A must be having a better season. That's what you would do. That's what you would do.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Who is y'all let's just say this. I'm just trying to think of something. How many of your cornerbacks?
I'm trying to see who he going to go.
Who's leading in INTs on your team?
Who's leading in INTs? Well, it would be Payne Thorne because he's the starting quarterback. He's got majority of the what you talking about? On the defensive side? Let me get that answer for you real quick.
And I hope it's a cornerback. Let's just say just name a cornerback.
Look, I'm gonna say this.
You ain't even got to do all that, Nick. I'm about to say, just name a cornerback on y'all team right now.
Jay Crawford.
If Jay Crawford got 5 interceptions and Travis Hunter got 3 interceptions, does that make Jay Crawford better than Travis Hunter?
If you have not watched them, if you have not watched them play, yes, and you just saw them, and you just saw the stats next to each other, you would be like, yes. This dude has better. He's having a better defensive year than this guy.
With your eyes, does that make that man better than him? Yes or no?
I just sat here and said, if you have not seen them play, and they put the stats in front of you of both people,
that shows
and it said Jay Crawford got 5 interceptions, Travis Hunter got 3 interceptions. If you see the stats and you haven't seen neither one of them play, you would sit here and say, this dude is having a better season than that other guy.
Can I say something real quick?
That means that shows you that they don't know football right there. If they just
we don't know football. If you don't see
if they didn't watch it,
you can also look at drops. You can look at receptions per catch. Like if Ryan Williams drops majority of his targets compared to the Armstrong, you can look at that too. Just because he fast.
Why are we playing this game? With your eyes, is Jordan? Hold on. Are you picking? What's the guy name? What's his name?
Crawford. Go ahead.
Austin Armstrong. Are you picking Austin Armstrong over Cam Coleman? Yes or no?
Am I picking Austin Armstrong over Cam Coleman?
Yes or no?
No, I'm not picking him. But he
said,
you picking
Austin Armstrong over Jeremiah Smith?
Listen to what we're saying. Listen to what we're saying, B-Sharp. Listen to what we're saying. Listen to what we're saying. If you hadn't watched college football all season, and they put the stats in front of you, and this man's stats was better than this man's stats, you would say this man is having a better season. But that's common knowledge.
Nick,
now, if you watch the game, if you watching them play, you would literally sit there and say, yes, this dude has more talent than this guy. But you ain't gonna sit here and say his stats better. His stats can't lie. Come on,
exactly.
Come on, let's be real.
Exactly.
Come on, let's be real
about that. Would not prosper right here. I tell you.
Nobody is saying Austin Armstrong is more talented than Ryan Williams. Nobody's saying that.
I just said
we can see that. We can see that. But if you look at the stats, his stats says he's having a better season. That's just basic. Just looking at it.
Who's a better point?
Like I can look at you right now and say, "Hey, B Shark got on a black shirt," but somebody could be like, "Nah, B Shark got on an orange shirt." No, he don't. He got on a black shirt with a black hat right now. What's the difference? I mean, like, what are you talking about? Come on, that's just facts,
bro. This is one of the most weirdest conversations I have ever heard. We not talking about somebody that literally, if you just looking at stats that shows you that they're better. Somebody who never watched it. No, we talking about everyday college football fans that watch the game. If you think just looking at stats shows you a player is better than another person, that shows you don't know nothing about football. Julio Jones didn't put up no type of numbers at Alabama. And guess where he got drafted? In the top 6 picks in the NFL draft. Future Hall of Famer, first ballot. You know who had better stats than him? Chris Childs at Arkansas. And guess what Chris Childs did?
Statistically, he had a better season.
No. Who's better? Who's literally better? Nobody is picking Chris Childs over this guy. Nobody.
I literally just sat here and said, we're not saying Austin, whatever his
I just asked you,
Armstrong
who's better,
is a
Seth?
more talented player than Ryan Williams. I sat here and said that.
Nick, who would you rather have? Hold on,
statistical value, his
Hey, bro, you
stats
let me start
are
trapping
better.
you.
Nick, who would you
Go
rather
ahead,
have? Ryan
Hey,
Williams.
he do this all the time, Nick.
Who would you rather have? Ryan Williams or Cam Coleman? Who would you rather have?
Bruh, I just
Tell the
said,
truth.
he
Tell
told
the
you I'm
truth.
taking
Tell
Cam
the truth.
Coleman, man. I'm taking Cam
Now you're
Coleman.
lying. Who you taking? Now you're lying.
Cam Coleman.
Now you taking Cam, but you'll take Armstrong.
I just sat here and said I'm taking Cam Coleman, bro. I see that.
But why are you taking? Man, I tell you, boy, they walk themselves. I'm so glad you made him walk himself into that. Thank you.
Walk myself in that. Talent
Nick,
and
you
who
rather
you
have
taking
Cam
is
Coleman
not
over
a correlation. It's not a correlation. You can't sit here and say just because this man talented, I'm gonna take him over this guy. Yeah, he could be more talented than him, but if Cam Coleman is producing more, I'm gonna go with the dude that's more producing. I'm gonna go with the dude that's producing.
But that's okay.
It is. I'm just being honest with you.
He had a better
Wade
2
said
weeks
Cam.
than him, but better
Wade said Cam.
production.
If I want to be honest, I'm taking either one because, like I stated earlier, they was both 1 and 2 nationally recruited. They were both 1 and 2 right behind each other nationally. So it don't matter who you take; they both really good. But if you make me pick, I'm taking Cam.
Ryan Williams declassified and came up a level between Cam Coleman. If they would have came out the same class, Ryan Williams would have been over Cam Coleman.
I'm taking the only 2-time Mr. Alabama football in the state's history. I am taking the only Mr. Football that was a sophomore in the state's history. The best wide receiver.
Wait. So based on that knowledge right there, stats matter then, right? Because you just sat there and said just a few minutes ago that stats don't matter. If you can just look at somebody and they can just be better. So based on what you just said, stats matter.
College stats.
Oh my!
Let's take away stats. You think Cam Coleman is more talented than Ryan?
I think they right there with each other. If you want my honest opinion, they right there with each other.
No,
they right there with each other. No. If you want my honest opinion, yeah, they right there with each other.
I love Cam, and I don't want to feel like you making me feel like I'm talking bad about the man. And I love the man. I think y'all got to agree. But y'all, we got to stop this.
Marcus, what you think, man? Because you sitting there quiet. What you think?
Man, hold on. I meant to say something, Marcus. I almost forgot. You said
Ryan Williams is better than Cam Coleman.
You said you came out the womb. No, I don't. You said you came out the womb an Auburn fan, right?
Yes, sir.
That is sad. That shows me you have bad decision making. Very bad decision making.
Man, you don't watch the Commanders, man.
You came out the womb.
You don't watch the Commanders, man. Get out my face.
Hold on. The last time I checked, the last Super Bowl we won, we beat y'all.
That's why you'll forever be an op.
Wow.
I didn't want to get that out of there. That's
hilarious. You from Tuskegee? Me and Marcus, all of us from Tuskegee. You the only one from Tuscaloosa.
Hey, tea time, baby. Tuscaloosa.
Man, Marcus from South Macon. He ain't from.
What? Stop. What?
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, nobody from the Macon, dog. Don't let me Shaw do that.
Don't do that, boy. You'll get hurt. South Macon, man. People from South Macon be like,
man. Shout out to my people in South Macon. But he from South Macon.
See, Matt, look at Matt. Matt said that's that Bama talking in you. That's what he said. That's that Bama talking in you, B. Shaw. That's what he said.
Y'all are just some Auburn fans. Y'all just believe anything.
Look at B. Will's forehead came back and said, some of y'all parents raised us. Some of our parents raised us right. Auburn fan fresh out the womb. That's what I'm talking about, B. Will. That's what I'm talking about.
Man. You need to wake up.
Hey, man. Hey, we gotta go into halftime, man. And we'll get to the next topic. Halftime been bad, but we gotta play this, man. Let's go ahead, man. Let's go ahead and let's head into halftime, man.
You know out your seats. It's halftime.
Hey, yo, Marcus, man, what we doing halftime, boss?
Man, you gotta roll the footage for the people, man.
We gotta roll the footage.
Do
Let's
you
go.
Want to feel like a star? Then go to Hollywood Media, and you'll be shining. From sports interviews, athletic highlight tapes, athletic photography, Hollywood Media will make you the star of all stars. Feel like a star on the most important days of your life. From college graduation to saying I do to your forever person. Let Hollywood Media make your event star-studded. Subscribe and follow on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. And follow on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's. Hollywood.
Hey man, shout out to the day one supporter of the Water Cooler Talk podcast, man. DJ from Hollywood Media, man. That's our guy. Man, if you got photography needs, if you're an athlete out there, anything, man, go follow him on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media, and follow him on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's. Man, that's our day one supporter, man. Man, we appreciate it. Friend of the show, brothers of the show, man. We appreciate you, man. Y'all go rock with the people, man. Mess with the people that mess with the Water Cooler Talk podcast.
I got 2 things to say.
Go ahead.
And one of them is dealing with that video.
What's up with the video, man? No, please don't bring the Bubba part out, bro. Please don't be like Bubba. Don't be like Bubba.
What did Bubba say?
He got a problem with the audio and the music. He like it feels very sexual. I was like, Bubba, stop.
Man, no, I said, man, I feel like I'm in the midnight hour, man. Like you're trying to talk sexual to a woman, man.
He like Bubba was like he about to send it to you're gonna complain. He's complain to HR. Yeah, it is what it is.
Man, it sound like this man the photographer for sex tapes. Like,
hey, can I say something?
We gotta change it. You know what? We gotta change it, bro. It's coming. We gotta get a new video. We gotta get a new video, bro.
And then the last thing I want to say is all these people in here. There's only 5 likes to the channel. Y'all need to hit the like button, man. And hit the subscribe,
man. It's cool. It's cool. We appreciate it, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. JMark, what you gotta say before we go to the second half, man?
I just want to say I hate Auburn. I hate y'all.
Feeling
This guy.
I don't care. I don't care if the polo team losing. I'm glad y'all losing.
This guy.
You know, Nick didn't tell me I could say all this. The front of the podcast. I'm saying it at the end of the podcast. So, hey,
it's crazy.
All the Bama fans and Auburn haters, y'all got me. I love y'all. Follow me. Me and my on the Vibin With Tide Podcast, man.
That's what's up, man. We're gonna let you shout it out at the end, but we still gotta get to the second half, man. Ladies and gentlemen, man, let's go ahead and let's move to the second half. Let's go.
You're now entering the second half.
All right, man. So we're in the second half right now, man. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us here at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, the coolest podcast in your ear, man. Let's go ahead and let's get into it, man. Let's keep the conversation going, man, because this is a fun conversation. This is definitely something that's needed because it's the banter between both fan bases is always good, man. So I'm gonna ask the question, man. Let's go ahead and ask it, man. Which coach has more on the line in this game? Is it Kalen DeBoer or is it Hugh Freeze? I'm gonna start. You know what? We're gonna start this one.
I'm about to start.
We're gonna start this one out first. I'm gonna let Marcus, you want to go with this one?
Yeah, I rock with this one. Honestly, if I'm being 100, I would say Hugh Freeze has the most on the line in this game because honestly, if we looking at, like I said previously on other episodes, this is Kellen DeBoer's first season. Mm-hmm. If we taking out the fact that he's replacing Nick Saban, he had a decent first season for any coach.
Very true. Very true.
So with Hugh Freeze this is his second season. As we as Auburn fans, we feel like we regressed from last year. So this right here, like you said earlier, Nick, this is one of the most important games of the season for him. Why? Yep. Because going forward, we need to see philosophy. We need to see what is Auburn's future going to look like. Mm-hmm. Even though we know Payne Thorne won't be our quarterback going in the future, what schemes are we going to come out in? What things are we going to excel in going into next year to pitch to recruit, to, better our chances. So for me, Hugh Freeze has to start now with flipping the state, and it has to start Saturday.
Yeah, I agree with you though, man. I think this game is more important for Hugh Freeze. Like I stated earlier, this is probably one of his most important games in his tenure at Auburn. If Hugh Freeze wins this game, Auburn will be where they were last year. 6 wins, with a chance to go to a bowl game, to win a bowl game and probably get to 7. So basically you improve by 1 win if that happens. If he loses, then now year 3 is really where it comes down to where now you got to actually understand and see what Hugh Freeze is going to do to get this team turned around to where it can actually be a contender for the college football playoff, for SEC championships, for the national championships going forward, in that way. So I honestly believe this game is more important for Hugh Freeze than it is for Kalen DeBoer, for the simple fact that it's just his first year at Alabama. That's just how I see it. JMark, what you laughing at? What you got?
Y'all looking for a bowl game?
If Auburn wins this game,
a bowl game.
Auburn wins this game. If Auburn wins this game, they win 6, they bowl eligible.
And if y'all lose, y'all gonna be looking for a bowl game too.
Bama looking for
y'all gonna be right there.
Bama looking for a playoff game. Y'all looking for a bowl game.
Okay.
Like,
what's funny about a bowl game? How
would you be proud of a team just looking for a bowl game? On these, just leading 6 games. That's easy, bowl. That's easy. A bowl game, 6 games. How would you not want to look for the more than a playoff game? Like I want to look for a playoff game. As a Bama fan, looking for a playoff game. Y'all looking for a bowl game.
All right,
how you
I'm
know
gonna ask this question.
I'm gonna ask this
question. I ask you this question. How excited are you about the future of Alabama football with Kalen DeBoer at the helm?
And that's for both of y'all.
That's the question for both of y'all. How excited are y'all about that? Are y'all sitting there saying Alabama can still be the Alabama of the past decade and a half, with Kalen DeBoer at the helm? Or are y'all worried that y'all will now fall now into the category of mediocre?
I would say at least we can make a playoff game. Y'all ain't even looking for that. Y'all just looking for a bowl game. We're looking for a playoff game. Alabama will still be in the playoff conversation because Kalen DeBoer is better than Hugh Freeze. Y'all got the worst coach in the season.
Okay.
I feel like at least we can get ready for a bowl game. Y'all looking for just a 6-game, 8-game win season. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, B-Sharp, what you got?
Yeah, B-Sharp.
And I need you to go in detail.
I need detail on this. Do I need to reiterate the question? I'm gonna reiterate the question for you. As an Alabama fan, are you excited? Are you looking at this as like this is a promising times for Alabama going forward with Kalen DeBoer at the helm, or are you nervous that y'all about to fall into mediocrity?
And why?
To where y'all have to fight to even get 6 wins to get to a bowl game.
You didn't say all that when
I'm not even worried about that at all because we have one of the best head coaches in the country. This is not even his quarterback. This is not even his team. He's bringing a lot of guys in. And the recruits that he's bringing in are very deadly. One of the best recruits that I said that we had to get was Dejon Lee, which is a future superstar at the University of Alabama, which you guys will find out soon. Don't worry about it. He'll have about a couple of picks and you'll learn about it. Just know that much. But yeah, man, the recruiting classes, the coaches that he's going to have underneath, man, you got to understand whatever he came in there to do was never going to live up to Nick Saban. He doesn't try. If anybody tries to live up to Nick Saban, they're going to fail. That's why he's the GOAT. So the years are definitely promising. Of course, some of these guys that are new Alabama fans never experienced these type of losses. I experienced Auburn beating us 6 years in a row. So to see us 8-3, that don't bother me. Some folks that you be seeing that be ready to jump off cliff, they join the bandwagon. Those are bandwagon fans. I'm laughing at them. Like, bro, y'all, this bother y'all? Oh, wow. I experienced 6 years in a row to losing to Auburn. So, it ain't nothing. Say it again.
Shout out to Tuberville.
Shout out to Billy McGee. Shout out to Billy McGee for this comment. He said, y'all better be worried about Freeze flipping that guy, bro. That's what he said. He said, y'all better be worried about Freeze flipping the quarterback.
You better not let Hugh Freeze call anybody on your team because for some reason he got the gift of gab.
I mean, all I'm gonna say is this. I'm just gonna say this. All I'm gonna say is this. The defensive on the defensive side of the ball, man, y'all look really thin in the recruiting area there. Offensively, y'all may be okay. Y'all may be okay there because even on the defensive line, man, if I'm not mistaken, 2 of them guys at Auburn, you only got one guy. If I'm not mistaken, you only got one guy committed on the defensive line in this class for y'all. So where's the optimism? Where's the optimism? As much as I sit here and I criticize Hugh Freeze on in-game situational type stuff, I can't sit here and say he is recruiting. And we can sit here and say that his rosters that's going to be stacking in the next couple of years are going to be very talented. So he may win. He probably going to win some games off of a lot of just talent. But my thing is this: he's going to win a lot of games off talent. Now I would sit here and say that. Now, why are Alabama fans so optimistic about the future when after the 2026 class, which I may say has a lot of Nick Saban's footprint in it, why are y'all so excited about going forward next year in the years to come?
I don't get why you keep saying Nick Saban's footprint.
Well, here's the reason why. Here's the reason why I'm saying that, because it is known. It is very known. It is very known throughout college football that Nick Saban recruited 2 classes ahead. He recruited 2 classes ahead. That is just known. 2024, if he was recruiting 2024, 2025 and 2026, he was already recruiting for it. He already had commits in that class. If I'm not mistaken, I think y'all have 21 commits in y'all 2026 class, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of those people committed when Saban was there. I don't know. I don't look at it. I just look at when they committed and who was the coach when it happened.
I don't know. Nick, why the hell you know what the classes we got?
Yeah, man, you gotta know your enemy better than you know yourself sometimes. You gotta know your enemy.
No fans don't care what Auburn got. Gonna beat y'all ass no matter what. Yeah, we don't care.
Hey, Nick, get to that big nasty question. That's a good question.
I'm about to go to it. I'll try to let them finish they comment before I got to it, but I'm trying to go to it. But I'm gonna go ahead and go to it right now. According to Big Nasty, who's our fact checker here, he said, according to the NCAA website, Auburn is ranked number 24 in the nation in total defense, while Alabama is ranked number 28. Will this be a defensive game? 17-14 kind of game?
I don't put it past it.
I don't either.
This is a quarterback game.
Are we going to do predictions right now?
No, not right now.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say
something. Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Whoever quarterback play best is gonna win the game. And I feel like Jalen Milroe is better than Peyton Thornton. And Nick feel like Jalen Milroe is better than Peyton Thornton. Don't let Nick fool you.
What?
Feel the same thing.
Okay.
Nick, is Jalen Milroe better than Peyton Thornton?
We'll find out doing the prediction.
We'll find out. I'll let you know.
I want to let Nick to tell me the truth. Nick, is Jalen Milroe better than Peyton Thornton?
Who's Thornton? You talking about Peyton Thorne? Is that what you said?
Peyton Thorne.
You said it right.
Is Jalen Milroe better than Peyton Thorne?
Yes.
You're asking me who's better, not who I would take.
You know what the fuck I asked you. You know what the fuck I asked you. Don't act like you didn't know what I asked you. Is Jalen Milroe better than Peyton Thorne?
This is just like the question we just had about Austin Armstrong and Ryan Williams. Who's better? Who's statistically better? Yes, Jalen Milroe is better than Peyton Thorne. Yes,
exactly. So Bama gonna beat Auburn because the quarterback is better.
But that don't mean that don't mean a better person always wins.
But based off the season, whoever quarterback play better is gonna win.
That's not true because last year
Yes,
Peyton
it
Thorne
is.
had a really great game against Alabama, if I'm not mistaken. And it was
And he
one
wa- he
play.
wa- he-
It was one play for Milroe that cost y'all to win.
Exactly.
Let's just be honest about it.
And Miro was better for one play.
Okay.
All it took was
All
one
right.
play. He was better.
Okay. All right.
Exactly.
All
Who
right.
won? Alabama or Auburn?
You right. Y'all, the
Exactly.
ending score said Alabama was the winner. You right.
Exactly.
You correct.
Exactly.
You're correct there. I would digress from that conversation right there. It is what it is. But back to the original question for the Alabama faithful on the show tonight. Which coach has more on the line in this game? We're gonna start with B Sharp.
Y'all said it because y'all know, and his name is Hugh Freeze. To be honest, the only thing that's saving Hugh Freeze right now is that recruiting class, which I feel like a couple of those guys are going to flip off. I ain't going to say no names because I know they're going to flip. You may even get one come to us. Maybe just one, but I don't.
Smith is staying.
I don't expect one coming to us. But if I think he'd be Antoine Fagans, but
He's not going.
I said that's probably the only one, but I don't expect him to come to us.
Okay.
I don't expect that. But the only thing that's saving him is this recruiting class. He has a lot to prove. He's Mr. No accountability. I'm going to throw everybody under the bus all the time. I think I truly believe if he does anything remotely close to what he's doing this season, next year, he's getting fired. And a lot of those guys that came in there are going to transfer out just off the strength of coaching. We know how it goes. It's the same thing that happened with us. You got some guys that just came to Alabama just because of the coach. So I keep hearing my echo. But a lot of those guys came to the school just for Hugh Freeze, not for Auburn. So this is a very big step for him to win this game. I don't expect him to win at all, but I'm just going to put it like this. To help with him being sad at night, I sent him a hotline number for somebody to come by.
Stop. Hey, bro. This is not your platform to come on here and start doing that. This is not your podcast, sir. You don't come over here and we talk about written out people to send to my coach, and you know what my coach got in trouble for in his past time. They won't do that.
All the thing I was talking about was a therapist, man. That's all.
No.
We know what you were insinuating. We know what you were insinuating there, boss.
Exactly.
You know what you was insinuating. JMark, who you got, man? Who this game more important for? Kalen DeBoer or Hugh Freeze?
This game is way more important for Kalen DeBoer. I feel like he has the better team, and losing this game would set a bad precedent for Alabama football going forward. And the way how Alabama fans are, and I am definitely one of those fans. Like if we lose to Auburn right now, we'll set a bad standard to going forward. I feel like Bama has the better team, the better athletes. You can't lose to an Auburn team that has lost so many games so far. So I feel like Kalen DeBoer has most to lose right now. If he does lose, I won't give up on him because I'm such a Bama fan. I can't give up on Bama coaches, but he got to win this game no matter what. He just got to win it, you know.
Okay, all right. Kyle coming in with the stats. He said, past 5 weeks, Thorne has 10 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Muro has 3 touchdowns and 5 interceptions.
This is a rival game.
Thorne has been playing better. But he isn't the most talented.
Nick. This is
I just put what our statistician, what our resident statistician put in the chat. That's what he put in the chat.
Do you really want me to debunk everything that he just said? And who did y'all play?
I want to hear this. I want to hear this with B Sharp. Go ahead. I want to hear those.
Five of those touchdowns, I remember y'all played against who? He threw a 5-touchdown game against who?
Who?
Who? You can.
You're debunking it. You tell me. Who did he throw him against?
Was it Louisiana?
This is the past 5 weeks, sir.
I know that.
This is the
five of those touchdowns came. Five came in one game against a mid-level school.
Okay, and
so now, where is the rest of these touchdowns coming from? That means there's a game in there that either he threw. So that's 4 more games. Either he threw 2 touchdowns in a game, or he didn't throw no touchdowns in a game.
And did y'all not just play Mercer? And you mean to tell me Jalen Milroe couldn't put 5 touchdowns up?
Hold on,
against Mercer?
But guess what? I'm not the one bringing up the stats, my guy. I'm not bringing up the stats. He brought up the stats for the last 5 weeks. I'm just pointing that out there. I never bragged about Mercer not one time. You never heard me say Mercer not one time.
We didn't pick not one school. We just said the past 5 weeks. That's all we said.
In the past 5 weeks, that's what you played. I'm just keeping it real now. I'm just keeping it real.
And within them same past 5 weeks, Alabama played Mercer, and the stats right there say it. That's supposed to be 3 touchdowns and 5 interceptions.
That's what it's supposed to be. And guess what? What? The only real thing that matters, that means nothing when you're going into a football game. That means nothing.
So stats don't mean anything.
That means nothing. When you line up against each other, all those stats, all your picks, and whatever you done all season does not matter. Once you're on that field, it's 0-0. And whatever comes out that game, that's what came out that game. Don't believe me? Look at a bunch of national championship games. USC versus Texas. Oh, USC about to run all over them. What was the end result? What would history remember? Vince Young.
Texas beat the hell out of USC.
So please miss me with that BS. Come with real stuff. Let's talk real. Instead of
that is just not no. I cannot let you sit here and say that, bro. Stop.
Let's talk real football.
Time out. We're not gonna sit here. We are not about to sit here and act like stats don't matter, bro. We're not about to sit here and act like stats don't matter because that's how people game plan. Let's not do that, bro. If you are a coach and you sit here saying, I got a running back that's averaging 7-8 yards a carry, why am I not about to sit here and game plan by not stopping him, by not stopping the run? If I'm sitting here saying I have a wide receiver that's averaging 12-13 yards a catch every time he catch the ball, am I not about to try to game plan and not try to get him the ball? You cannot sit here and say stats don't matter in a game. It does. That's what game planning is about. That's why you have a week of practice. So we're not gonna sit here and act like Reggie Bush did not just run for almost over 100 yards in that game against Texas and stuff like that. And they were actually up in that game, and Texas had to come back and win. We're not about to sit here and act like that did not happen.
Guess what?
Matter, bro.
Game planning and executing that game plan are two different things. You got to execute. You can have the best game plan all day, but you still got to execute. Am I correct?
But why are you game planning? Because there's a dude on the end, there's a dude on the outside that's averaging 12-15 yards a catch, and you need to stop him from getting 12-15 yards a catch. That's why stats matter. You're not sitting here just saying, "Oh, I'm just gonna go into the game and we're just gonna run a base. We're just gonna run a base cover 2 man every play." No, you're gonna shade to the side. You're gonna shade to the side where that dude at. You can't sit here and say stats don't matter. They do.
It don't matter when you touch that field.
It does, because if it didn't matter, then why is analytics so important in the game? If stats didn't matter, why is analytics so important?
And guess what? Them same head coaches
if stats didn't matter, why is Alabama about to put 8 in the box against Auburn this week? Because JaMarkus Hunter averaging 7 yards.
If Alabama didn't put that against anybody else, why you think
I hope y'all don't put 8 in the box. I hope y'all don't. Just don't.
I hope y'all don't either, because he
I
gonna
hope y'all
average 10
don't.
yards
I hope y'all don't.
rush.
Don't even do it. Don't
We
even
not
do
about to
it.
sit here
We're
and
gonna
act
do
like
exactly
stats
what
don't
Oklahoma
matter,
did
bro.
last
We
night.
not about to sit here and
Do
do
you
it, because
realize
if
the
it
coaches
didn't,
that go by
coaches
analytics
would just be
are
running
not the
base
coaches that
up.
win
Let's
national
not do
championships?
that, bro. Let's not do that.
You do realize that coaches that go by analytics don't win championships, right?
That's you are correct, but they do help in certain games.
Oh, no.
They do
No,
help
that's
in
the
certain
thing that
games.
matters right there. Them coaches that go by that don't win championships.
If
So,
I'm not mistaken, isn't DeBoer analytical coach?
does he have a national championship game?
Did he not just play the national championship game last year?
Do he have a national championship?
It
But
don't
you
matter.
encourage
He
he gonna
got
get
to
you
the
one,
he
though.
got to the national
encourage he
championship
gonna get
game,
you one.
and he used
But
analytics and
still,
stats.
you can't lean on that.
Come on, bro.
You can't
Come
lean
on.
on that.
You
Oh,
you-
man,
you
you
let
let
me
me
know
know
exactly
analytics about your future. You let me
Come
know
on, bro. We're
exactly
not gonna
about
sit
your
here and
future.
like we can't sit
Keeping
here
it
and say
real, bro.
stats
You
do
gotta
not
be
matter
honest,
in a
man.
game,
Tell
bro.
the truth, shame the devil.
We can't sit here and act like we can't. We're
Well,
not gonna sit here.
200. I'm
We're
with
not about to
Mark.
sit here and say because
Okay,
you have a running back that's averaging 7-8 yards a rush, and we not about to sit here and try to stop that.
Guess
Like,
what?
that's asinine.
Guess what?
That's
Guess
your
what?
words.
Guess what? Leonard Fournette came in there and he was leading the Heisman race against Derrick Henry. It doesn't matter what you did before. It does
And
not
guess what?
matter what you did
And
before.
guess what? His stats told the Alabama defensive coaching staff, we need the game plan to stop this man from running the ball. So his stats let the defensive staff know this dude is a dangerous player. He's an impact player. So we need to stop him.
Clearly.
So stats matter. So stats
No.
tell you need to
For
key in
stats
on certain
before
people.
don't matter. We coming on here to play. We're going to stop you no matter what. We don't care if you threw 10 touchdowns last game or you didn't throw none. The whole goal is to stop you, period.
Jaquel for 200.
Yeah, I saw that. Marge said Jaquel for 200.
With an L. Make sure you put an L on there.
Nah, it ain't gonna be your L.
L.
DP,
Put
shout
an
out to
L on
DP,
there.
man.
No, remember you ran for
Euro
300 and
trash.
some yards in Brian Denny last time, and what you did, you took an L.
The team was different.
And you
They had,
took an
they
L.
had a different coach. They had a coach that didn't depend on analytics. They had a coach that didn't depend on analytics.
You got a
It's a
coach
good
that
show,
don't
man.
believe you, and you got a coach that believe in them hotlines.
Hey, chill out, bro. Black kids last time, bro.
Let's get up out of this, man. Let's get up out of this, bro. Let's get up out of this, bro. Let's get up out of this, man. That's the end of the game, man. Let's go ahead and head into post game. Let's get some predictions, man. Let's go.
It's time to shut down in the post game.
We in the post game right now, man, and let's go ahead and get somebody. I don't know where JMark went. His camera just went out, so I don't know what's going on with JMark. All right, man. We in the post game. We got to get some. Some predictions. But what I'm gonna do is, man, I'm going to if you in the chat right now, man, if you in the chat, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. If you want to come in, audio only. Audio only. All you have to do is hit this link right here. Hit the link. When it comes up, just say audio only. Come in 30 seconds. Get your question in. Get your take in. If you want to put a take in, we got some people in the chat. Just hit the link. If you want to say anything, just audio only. We'll give you 30 seconds, and then we'll go ahead and go from there. All right, man. Predictions on the game. I'm gonna start with JMark. JMark, what you got on this game, man?
Hey, it's gonna be 24-21 Bama. I would never ever say Auburn. I hate Auburn.
You was about to say I love Auburn. You was just about to say that.
Yeah, he about to say it. It
You was
sounded
about to
like
say that. You was about to say I
sounded like
love
he
Auburn.
about to say it.
You was about to say that.
No,
I got another one
I
for you,
love
bro.
Bama.
I got another one for you, bro. I'll send you one. We'll send you one.
Bama.
DC,
Hate
DC,
Auburn.
get his side. DC, if you out there, DC, get his side. You got to get him one.
Look, I'm from Tuscaloosa. So how the hell would I love Auburn? I'm from Tuscaloosa, born and raised in Tuscaloosa. Raise your hand if you're from Auburn. Raise your hand if you're from Auburn. Raise your hand.
Well, we Auburn like 15 minutes away from Tuskegee.
I said, raise your hand if you're from Auburn. Raise your hand if you.
Nobody raising their hand, JMark.
No. Raise your hand if you're from Tuscaloosa.
Wow.
Wait. I'm from Tuscaloosa.
This
I'm
guy.
from Tuscaloosa. That's all I know is Alabama. All right, y'all go do the fuck y'all want to do. Fuck it.
All right. B Sharp, what you got in the game? What's your prediction?
I said 24-21 Alabama.
35-14 Roll Tide.
Bro, y'all could not put up. Y'all just put up 3 points against Oklahoma, bro. What are we talking about?
Y'all ain't Oklahoma.
Bro, we put up 21 against Oklahoma defense. What are you talking about?
Lost.
This a rivalry game.
We didn't get scored by Oklahoma. All right, okay, it with it. Marcus, who you got, man? Who you got?
A couple of touchdowns were called back, but they ain't none of my business.
I got Auburn 21-17.
All right. My prediction is this, man. I got Auburn 24.
Losing.
I got Alabama 20 in this game. Auburn comes out with the win.
Alabama what?
20. That's who I got.
20.
Auburn 24. Auburn 24. Alabama 20 in this game. That's who I got in this game.
20.
That's who I got.
20 points in the game.
2 touchdowns and 2 field goals. That's what you got.
Hell no.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, we got Billy McGee in here, man. Billy McGee, you are live. Let's go, Billy. What you got, Billy? Shout out to Billy.
What's up, man?
What's going on? You all right?
What's up, Billy?
What's up?
I'm gonna
say 17-17 in the fourth quarter. We're going into overtime.
Okay.
Who gonna win the game?
Who end up winning?
Auburn gonna win the game.
What's the final score?
No.
2017 Auburn.
2017 Auburn.
I said 21-17. Me and Billy on the same. We on the same type of time, Billy.
All right,
I
Billy.
see your vision.
Billy, you're wrong, Billy. You're wrong, Billy.
I think it's gonna be a go-ahead touchdown. I think it's gonna be payback from last year. I think we spoiled it in Tuscaloosa like they did it in Auburn last year.
Either Cam Coleman gonna catch the touchdown or we're gonna say Rivaldo Fairweather this time.
So you got Rivaldo Fairweather catching the touchdown, the go-ahead touchdown.
Go ahead. Hey, I see that, Billy.
Okay, Billy. All right, Billy. Billy, we appreciate that ball, man. Anything else you want to say before we get up out of here?
War damn Eagle.
Yes, sir.
War Eagle, baby.
That's sad. Hey, sir.
All right, man.
On your platform,
Roll Tide, baby.
You gonna respect my fans.
You know, respect the Auburn faithful, baby. Respect the Auburn faithful.
Yes, sir, baby.
We got Martin saying it's 24-17.
Bama fans in here.
Auburn. Wade said my neighbor is from Tuscaloosa and he is an Auburn fan. So Wade, give us a prediction on the score. Kyle comes in. He actually gives his prediction. He says Alabama will win 24-14. Okay, Kyle. All right.
Yeah, Kyle. Right. Let's go.
DP comes in and said it would be a low scoring game. But what's your prediction on the score, DP? What's your prediction on the score? Martin comes in again. He says Rivaldo Fairweather, KLS, or Cam or Malcolm will have that go ahead touchdown. So who
the fuck is KLS or Malcolm?
KLS, Keandre Lambert Smith, man. Cam Coleman, Malcolm Simmons, and Rivaldo Fairweather, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro.
I'm a Bama fan. I don't know what the fuck that is.
You gotta know your opponent, man. You gotta know your opponent.
Cam ain't better than Ryan Williams. I say that. Nick, look, we're gonna put me and Nick. Me and you got a side bet. $20.
Okay.
We got the most yards in the game. Ryan Williams or Cam Coleman. Want to put on it? $20.
Okay. Who got the most yards at the end of the game?
Yeah.
$20. That's fine. Yeah, I do that. I still got to dump myself with water anyway for last year, so I get that done soon. So $20 side. Who got the most yards at the end of the game between Ryan Williams and Cam Coleman? All right, we'll go.
You heard it here first.
No. So look, Nick. Are you going to Apple Ball? Are you going to not have a table? Just going to Apple Ball?
No, I'm not. I won't be there. No.
Oh, never mind. I would say we can take shots.
Nah, that'll end up in a bad night. Wade Lewis said 24-17 Auburn. DP got 21-10 Auburn.
get it.
Look at this, man. Billy said y'all crazy,
this is
man.
Auburn podcast. That's why they saying that shit.
Martin came in and said Cam will have more yards. Wade said Cam will have more yards. Big Nasty came in and said I have Bama up so big for the same reason Auburn almost got beat last week. Coaching in the crunch has been spotty for you. You know what? That is a very sensible. That is a very sensible. You know, I can't.
We talking like a non-biased.
Yeah, that's exactly how he talking. Yeah, he has no because he an Arkansas fan anyway.
Arkansas fan.
I mean, yeah. So that is a very sensible argument there. So I completely agree with that, man. All right, man. We about to get up out of here, man. Well, he said, can he make the right decisions and trust his QB when Alabama eventually stops the run? I don't know if Alabama gonna stop the run. I don't know if they'll stop the run. I think Hugh will stop the run by not giving the ball to Marquez.
Oh, Alabama do. I do agree with that, Nick.
Huh?
I said I believe he will stop the run before Alabama
do. Yeah, I agree with you there. I don't think Hugh Freeze wants to commit to the run like he says he does. All right, man. Mark, you got a water. You just want to?
Nah, we good
on that.
You should give it to yourself for being a Bills fan.
No, you should give it to y'all for getting blitzed by Oklahoma.
Hold on.
He should.
We gonna talk. We're gonna get it.
You know what the two things are with your background.
We're gonna talk. Who's gonna get it? Y'all forget Oklahoma. Putting up 3 points in Oklahoma.
I already know what B Sharp about to say about what's the two things wrong with your background. I already know what he about to say.
Background. One,
I already know what he about to say.
Auburn doesn't have that trophy in a trophy case right there, so you need to remove that. Y'all got that. Y'all got the crystal ball. It got a lot of dust on. You need to go clean that.
Actually, I believe the crystal ball looks better, but go ahead.
It does look better, but we got plenty of those. It looks shiny in ours, but it's okay.
Wow, this guy.
But that Super Bowl.
I'm gone.
I'm trying to figure out where that Super Bowl came from.
All right. We keep with this Buffalo.
JMark, shout out to JMark gone. JMark gone. JMark.
He ain't gone yet.
JMark.
I'm gone right here.
Hey, go ahead, shout out your handle so everybody can go see you and everybody can go see y'all with Vibin With Tide over on Shot TV, man. Let them know where they can find you at.
So everybody shout out to Vibin With Tide, man. We talk about Alabama football, man. Only reason I came on here because my bro Nick talk about Auburn. Me and him talk shit about Alabama Auburn. Everybody know I hate Auburn. I'm the biggest Auburn hater. So come to Vibin With Tide if you want to talk about everybody Alabama football and hate Auburn football. But man, I love you, Nick, man. You my bro, man. Yo, no matter what, man. Hey, turn up.
Appreciate it.
I'm ready to see you. I'm ready to see you when I come to Mobile, man. Ready to see you.
All right, man. All right, bro. All right. That's what's up, man. Oh, that's right. You'll be here for the ball next week. That's right. That's what's up. All right, then, man. Well, we about to get up out of here, man. Be sharp, man. Tell the people where they can find your great podcast called the Sharpshooters Podcast with your co-host Tez, the great Auburn fan that he is.
We need to get Tez.
Wait a minute. Wade Lewis came in and said we hate Bama, so it's cool.
We need to get Tez on, man. That's the only
Tez on the show. Where is Tez?
Co-host, man. We got more than one co-host. Y'all just want to point out Tez?
Yeah, because Tez an Auburn fan.
Arlen still on there, my boy Arlen.
All the guys on there, man. They just busy. Shout out to Arlen.
Shout out to DeHaven. Shout out to all of them, man.
Shout out to all the guys. Y'all subscribe to the Sharpshooters Podcast. We're only 4 subs away. We're not strictly an Alabama channel. We just a sports channel. We talk about everything, sports and culture. Talk about some of everything. So make sure y'all, it's right there in the chat. It say sub here. If you can't get there, there go the link right there. Appreciate my guys. These some good brothers. Mark is sometimes a good brother when he ain't no Bills. But I just had to throw that out there. We need the commissioner back. We need to run the league back so I can keep dominating. You know what I'm talking about in that college football 25. Big goat.
Oh, man, this guy.
But appreciate everybody. I respect some Auburn fans. I don't like y'all for the most part, but F them trees. But shout out to y'all.
Wow. Mark, you gotta say to the people before. What you gotta say to the people?
Y'all know y'all did it.
Exactly.
Man,
it's been documented.
Man. Shout out home team, man. Y'all be blessed. Have a great week. See y'all Saturday, man, on Auburn Addict. We're gonna see y'all Friday. Then we're gonna see y'all Saturday on Auburn Addicts and turn up one more time after we beat these lames. You know what we're gonna do after we beat these lanes? You're gonna see that tissue.
That toilet tissue.
Last week.
That toilet tissue.
Pull it up.
Yes,
so
sir. So yeah, man. Make sure y'all after the game on Saturday, we go over to Auburn Addicts channel. Shout out to DC from Auburn Addicts. And we simulcast from Auburn Addicts and the Water Cooler Talk Podcast YouTube channels. So you can catch us on either channel, Auburn Addicts or Water Cooler Talk Podcast. Right after the show, Tiger Vent, we give our initial reactions to the show. Me, the mayor, Marcus, and DC from Auburn Addicts will be on there giving our initial reaction. So we want y'all to come over there and check it out with us there. And on Sunday, me and DC do a show. Have you heard Auburn News Today? On Sundays at 6 Eastern, 5 Pacific. 5 Central. And as always, man, before we get up out of here, man, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here, man. Thank y'all so much for listening to us, man. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the Sharpshooters Podcast as well, man. Great content over there, especially I got Ted.
Ted's not the only person over there, man. Ted's not the only person over there.
It's a joke. It's a joke, everybody. Ted's an Auburn fan. Ted's an Auburn fan.
He got the most sense, cuz. My boy got the most sense, cuz.
But as always, man, shout out to the 4-6, Macon County, Tuskegee, Booker T. Washington High School, man. Shout out to University of South Alabama for giving me my degree, man. Shout out to my wife, my mom, my dog. Shout out to my family, man. And shout out to y'all for rocking with us here at the Water Cooler Talk, man. We here every Wednesday, our regular show every Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. Man, and we just sit here and we sit around the water cooler and we talk all college football, especially in the SEC, man. So we appreciate y'all so much, man. And we'll see you next week. As always, y'all have a good one. Well, no, we'll see you Friday. We'll see you Friday, actually. We'll see you Friday.
We can't get up out of here without wishing y'all a happy Thanksgiving, man.
Happy Thanksgiving. That's right, man. Happy Thanksgiving, man. Happy Thanksgiving, man. We'll hope y'all have a Thanksgiving, joyous Thanksgiving with your families, man. Sit down, watch the NFL, which is gonna be dope. And I think there's a game. I don't know if is there a college game that day. Does Colorado play today or does Colorado play the day after?
If the Lions playing, the Lions always play on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, the Lions play on.
They playing on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they do. I don't know if Colorado plays tomorrow or if they play that Friday, but they play either one of those days. So we'll be sitting down watching the game, man. But as always, we'll be back Friday for the show before the game. So we'll see you all then. And as always, man, y'all have a good one, man. Better yet, y'all have a great one. Y'all be blessed. One love.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Water Cooler Talks with your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick. Make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so that you never miss an episode.